Okay, welcome to another episode. We're gonna make the world's easiest potato dish, side dish. First thing you do is you have to buy these tiny potatoes. Don't peel them, do not chop them, they have to be whole. There's a reason for that. Because we're going to boil them for 20 minutes in a heavily salted water. If the skin is broken, the salt will permeate more easily in there. So let's go. We get a nice bag of potatoes. A bunch of water. And we'll need about a cup of kosher salt. Maybe half a cup, 3/4 cup. It's close enough. We don't need to really get too technical, okay? It's not that important. As long as you're in the range, you'll be fine. You'll be just fine. Just make sure everything's soaked in there. And once everything boils, the salt will get into the water. It's okay. Okay, that's why it's the easiest. So, this is not clean, but it's okay. It's easy because all you gotta do is boil it for 20 minutes and it's done. Well, did I say it was the easiest or did I say the ultimate? Because in my opinion, it's the ultimate because not only is it easy, it's also like really good. But we'll get to that in a second. While that's going on, we gotta get it to a boil. We might as well chop some stuff up here for our main course here. We might as well have a main course if we're going to have a ultimate side dish, if you know what I mean. Alright, so let's cut up some parsley. Okay, let's grab a little bit of this. I just got a fresh thing of parsley. That's more than 10 times more than I need. That's alright. Maybe I'll put them on potatoes. We'll figure it out. There. Solid. But anyway, we'll go ahead and mince this parsley up. Oh, actually, look at that. See that red thing there? What is that? Right here. So what is that? I don't want to touch it. What the hell is that? It's weird. It's red. Well. Yeah, I probably shouldn't touch it and contaminate my hand with it. Anyways, look for anything that looks weird. If it doesn't look weird, then keep it. It's a good rule of thumb. Like some rotten fucking worm. I don't know what the hell that was. It looked almost like meat, but I don't know how that got there. It was a relief. I don't like to fuck around too much. Oh shit, I'm jumping around. Maybe I shouldn't have 10 beers before I chop. Okay. So we'll do, got that. We got a little bit of parsley here. Save that for later. So we're doing a little bit of side work here, as you can see. We got this sucker here. Get a little onion. Do I have another onion bag? Where did I get that one from? Oh, from this one. There was another onion in the hole. I need another onion bag for, because I like to save this roast. I don't need that much. Look at this thing coming out over here. These things are fucking growing already. Oh, this smells really fresh and good. Oh my god. I must be hungry because I'm smelling the onion. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, well, I didn't eat much today. Much as in nothing. So that makes sense. Just the moisture. Oh my god, that onion. You know, I saw a movie one time or a TV show, and they were saying, oh yeah, the Russians, they have vodka and they'll have a little slice of onion. You know, like people have olives or whatever, limes, but they have a little piece of onion. I never tried it. I gotta try it one time. I don't know if it's true or not. Why not? I like onion. Alright, so here's my diced onion. We got a little piece left over. I don't think I need that because I just have one little New York steak there. We'll go ahead and drop this in the bag with this half here. Wrap it up, that way I don't cry ball all day. My eyeballs don't turn into cry balls. Alright, so we got the parsley, we got the onion, we got all these things set up. We're getting everything set up. Oh, let's open this pack of butter. Just kind of preemptively figuring out what we might need. Alright, so let's butter here now. Whole stick of butter. Alright, let's open the whole thing up. And I'm figuring steak's gonna need one. Doesn't need that many, but let's not be cheap. 3. Alright, fine. Now I just chop this into thirds just to break it up a little bit. You'll see in a minute. Okay. I don't know why I did that. Just kind of wasting some butter in here. We'll have to scrape that off later. We don't need this butter anymore. I don't think. We do have the steak over here. Yeah, it's a New York strip, certified Angus beef. Since whenever. Let's get a paper towel here. Give it a little dab or do. Soak up some of the extra moisture. If you know what I mean. How's that look? A little New Yorker, huh? Haven't done a straight New York in a while. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit all sides. Oh shit, how did that happen? It's okay. Just accidents happen. You just fix it. Oh, did you see that? That's the hole there. Gotta go to that one. But things happen and you just, you know, make corrections and go forward. Garlic is not bad, you know, that bad if you overdo it a bit. Do I have pepper or something? Where's everything at? Pepper, here we go. Did you already forget that we got potatoes trying to boil? Well, if that's the case, that's good. Look at this, it's gonna be a good boy. Now, you know when you do these things, like when you do these steaks, you hit both sides. Nice, like this. There's the garlic. Hit it heavy with the garlic because I don't have any more garlic. I don't have any like real garlic. And then the stuff that goes on the sides, yeah, you scoop it up with the steak on the edges. That's what you do. See, that's what you do. Even any end, any part, but especially the edges that have no seasoning on it. So now your steak, seasoned everywhere, and you didn't waste anything there on that part. See, I mean that's pretty. You probably knew that already, but we got to do that. So now we're going to go and let's cook the steak. Let's go to the frying pan. All right, make sure this is hot. All right, let's get a little bit of olive oil on this bad boy. Okay. Looks kind of hot. All right. Smells good to me, huh? Sounds good. All right, so what we're gonna do now is take a time out because I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the potatoes. There's probably still philandering. I should crank it up. All right. Okay, those potatoes are still kind of taking forever. So let's go ahead and flip the steak over. Use this wet paper towel that I was using, since I have it handy. So I could spin this oil around on the pan and then flip that baby over. That's good. Okay. And at the same time, let's go over here. Let's take a look at this bottle of wine. Because apparently a lot of people don't know how to open a bottle of wine. So, I mean, a lot of wines now are corkscrew because you don't really need the cork. But in case you don't, what you need to do is there's a couple of methods. You can go and cut like this with a little knife here around, pull the top off. Sometimes you don't even need to do that. You could just grab the whole thing and pull it off. See? That's very easier than to try to cut it carefully and then pull it off. It depends, you know. Some of them may be more tighter than others, and you'd be like, no, I can't pull it off. So, this is how a corkscrew works. It's a very unique mechanism. I always thought, like, I've seen other corkscrews that didn't even have this extra extended part, so and it was curved here, so that part was like it was part leverage and part bottle opener for a beer. So I didn't realize that it actually had a double purpose as a leverage. But when you get these long ones, it's like, oh, that's fucking leverage. That's what the design is for. And then they put the opener here for the bottle. So, I mean, I didn't know. A lot of people don't know. They cannot open a bottle of wine even with the corkscrew. I give you another tip too. If you go to a grocery store and you want to buy a corkscrew like this, if you go to the wine section, they'll sell one right there. They'll have them hanging, and they're probably like twice as much as the one they have in the kitchen section. So you go like this, and you put that part on there, and then you lift it up as far as you can go, and then you can just, well, I guess just go to the top part, I guess, the whole way. And that's all you need. Once you get as much as you can do, then you can just pull it off like that. And that's sometimes, well, I guess sometimes you can just go here and then get it higher and then use that other part. Okay, I don't know, whatever. Like I said, it's a leverage device, which is really brilliant. And I didn't realize that the first time I ever seen one. But, yep, let's take a time out and we'll get back to it. We're working on it. We're getting our way. How's that steak looking, huh? Here's my wine. I've actually put a little water in a glass and a piece of ice in there as well. Cut it down a little bit. You know, people do like scotch and water or things like that, or something on the rocks. It's not very common for wine, but I learned this from my brother. Like during the summertime, they love to have a little ice in their wine. They're more dehydrated. So depending on your hydration level, you may prefer a little ice or water in your wine. Cut it down a little bit, you know. Make it a little smoother for you. What you need. And there are other things like sangria. You know, sangria is wine, juice and stuff. Or spritz. The spritz. They put a little sparkling water in there. So, you know, that's just a fancy way of saying it. But it's basically you're just cutting it down a bit. And I was, full octane all the time. So I got it right here on that fat. I'm trying to break that fat down a little bit. The steak's looking good, huh? I think so. Now we're just taking our time on this video here. The potato video, huh, boy? Oh, look at that. That's good, huh? Oh, we got it good. Yeah, we're also going to make a wine sauce. See all this burnt stuff here? We're not going to let that go to waste. We'll make a nice wine sauce. We got the bottle of wine here. It ain't fooling around here. Now let's take a time out. Alright, this steak is about medium, I think. my opinion. Looks pretty good to me. We'll put it on this nice little plate over here and wrap it in foil. Retain the heat, doesn't chill off too much. So that's nice. This is still on, but I will lower the flame a bit to about a low. Grab this over here. Okay. There we go. Let's push this onions over here. Got the onions over there. There we go. Okay. So we got the onions in. 99% of them. Okay. Onions are in. Now you're always supposed to sprinkle your onions with salt. Helps them to release the juices, as we say. And we don't have any garlic, so we're going to give it a little garlic for good measure. Okay. So that's the first step, and then we deglaze the pan. And by the way, I'm going to lower the pan over here, the pot over here, because that thing is like, whoo, that thing is cooking. It's booking and it's cooking, so that's good. That means we know it's cooking. All right, I'm going to lower it to a medium heat now. I need a towel to grab that thing. That's hot. Don't burn your hand. Roll number one. Well, I don't know if that's roll number one or roll number two, but don't burn your hand. At least onions will help you deglaze the pan. So we're deglazing the pan and getting that flavor off that bottom. We don't want to, it's a double whammy. That's secret flavor. We don't want to lose, and also we're cleaning the pan because otherwise it's just going to like dry on there really hard. Although since we're making a wine sauce here, we will clean the bottom, but after we're done, we have to quickly rinse this with hot water. After we're done using this pan, because it will dry on and it'll just be the same thing. But at least when we have a sauce, it's wet and we can quickly rinse it off with hot water. And, yeah. Just so you know. So those onions are looking really good. Breaking down. We got all that stuff down there stuck on the spatula. A lot of stuff, I guess. Okay. Let's get that bottle of wine. Let's pour a little bit in there. Let's pour a little bit. That'll help us deglaze a little bit. The acidity. We'll figure this out. And then there's all these recipes online for wine sauce and all kinds of sauces, steak sauces, and I like those ones you make with cream and you make like a brandy and you do a flambe. And, oh man, those are good too. But I needed a little extra wine there to help me to deglaze it quicker, but I'm gonna add a little more wine right now. We'll figure it out. We'll figure this sauce out as it comes to us. We ain't done yet. First thing we're going to do is try to clean the pan up. And then we still want to cook those onions. There's something here like a stick. I don't know where it came from. Might have been in the onion. Whatever, it's gone. Alright. So the thing is, we got time. We got a little time here. I'm going to saute these onions a little bit more. Because I'm not... Dude, I lost time on these potatoes, so I think we need 10 more minutes. So let's take a 7-minute timeout. Alright, well, here we are a few minutes later. I did add a little more wine to this. So, not, and I just realized that the flame was really low, so I cranked it up. So that's one thing. And then, you know, like sometimes when you're making sauces, like gravy, you add flour to thicken it up. Or some people, you know, like the Chinese, they love to use cornstarch, and that thickens it up without making it creamy looking. It makes it just look still shiny. But certain sauces, people don't add anything to thicken it. They just have to. It's called a reduction, and they cook it for a long time. That's a reduction. And I'm also trying to break these onions down. And then another thing with these sauces is that sometimes they filter them. They filter them out through a sieve or something, or cheesecloth or whatever, just to get the pure sauce and not these chunks. But no, I'm using the whole shebang because we're gonna eat it all. We're not wasting anything. I'm not a fan of that. But we're gonna put some other stuff in here just to fuck around. We'll put a little red wine vinegar. We already got the red wine. Put a little red wine vinegar. Let's make it a little more tangier. Let's see. We're gonna add a little butter. We're also adding a little bit of butter. That's why I cut those tablespoons over there. Add a couple of butter things. Oh, and also don't forget, when you got your steak resting over here, it's usually some juices. Look at this. Those are flavor bombs right there. Add them to the sauce. And then the last thing I'm going to add is a little bit of honey. I'm going to give it a sweet. Now, I've never done this before, but I figure with the balance of the vinegar and the honey, it's going to give it a nice little tang. And I'm going to give it that much. It's like, well, I'm not exactly sure how much that is, but I think it's going to be good. Now I'm going to lower this back a little bit. I want it to get better. Give me time to melt the stuff in here. So I'm just going to slip this off a little bit. There we go. We'll get some in here. Get it off. Get everything off. Alright, so now we got the sauce kind of coming together. Wine sauce with a little bit of vinegar, red wine vinegar, a little honey, onions, a little bit of steak juice. Picked up all the flavors off the bottom. These onions are still, pretty fat looking because, well, I put the wine in there and it kind of saved them from getting caramelized. But I think if they will break down once the moisture goes. So if I want to break them down, I can break them down. It's up to me, like how thick I want my sauce to be. You know what they say, like, oh, if you do this and you do a finger and it holds that, your sauce is good. That looks kind of like what they say, huh? Like it holds it. I think it's on a wooden spoon though, not a spatula. But I want to get these onions kind of, yeah. But let me get a taste of it anyways. I don't even really taste it. Let's see. Even with the honey, I don't taste it. Tasting the pepper. Let me simmer this a little bit. All that wine that I'm drinking. What the hell? I'm having trouble picking up the flavor here. There's a piece of meat there. That was good. I think it needs some. Man, it needs a little Dijon. I can't lie. Wish I had some Dijon with me. Alright, well, I was just gonna. Needs a little Dijon. Okay. It's not bad though. It's not bad. Like I said, the pan's clean. You have special sauce. I'll take a time out. I'm gonna test these potatoes out. All right, looks like these potatoes are ready. I'm gonna put an extra little butter in here so it doesn't burn. Mix it around. And where's that? Here it is. We got this thing. Let's go ahead over to the sink real quick. I want you to see this. Okay, there it is. Alright. So the potatoes have just been boiling in this like super salt water, you see? But watch, once you once you flush out that water, they would dry. They dry so quick. Watch this. Watch this. Once they dry, well, maybe it takes a little longer. All that salt crystallizes on the skin, and that's why you don't have to salt it. And it kind of looks cool, but let's see. It's taking a little longer than I thought. Let's take a time out. Actually, let's go back over here. So this pan over here, this friggin' pan. Let me raise you guys up here. I forgot I still left it on. We shouldn't have it on. Just turn it off. We don't need any heat. It's already hot as hell. But we're gonna go ahead and melt the butter. Now we're gonna melt the butter. So the beauty of this dish is that the potatoes are cooked, the potatoes are salted, and then you just dip them in the butter. Put them a little, and that's the best way to do it, I think. But you can pour the butter over the potatoes afterwards, and you could even sprinkle a little Parmesan or a little bit of, herbs like a curly or some parsley. But my favorite is to just have these crystallized potatoes, and you dip them in a little bowl, little chass, whatever you call it, of butter, melted butter. And like I said, you could just melt the butter right there. And this sauce looks good here too. That looks like it's melting over there. Let me give you a little peek here of these potatoes. You don't really see the crystallization that I can see, that I was expecting. But there is like a whiteness over them. Like after I touched it right there, it went away. So it's like a thin, crystallized thing, but not the same way I remember the first time I did them. But I'll have to give you feedback on that. But let me give me a timeout, or maybe, let's do a timeout. I'm gonna go slice that steak. Alright, so let's get some of the sauce here. Put it over here on this side of the plate. Okay. I'm gonna go over here and grab some of this meat. It's a lot of meat. Might have to eat a few pieces. Hope you don't mind. It's actually very well salted. Alright, everybody fit in the plate. Okay. I'll put it over here. I'll grab some of these crystallized potatoes. Oh, that's good. Not too much, I think. Because, okay. I forgot we need room for this little chalice here. We got that butter. There's a couple pieces there are melted, but it's okay. We'll just give it a stir. They'll melt right in. And there's our melted butter. Normally I don't have it for myself. It's like in the middle of the plate or whatever. Let's get another paper towel here. Let's get that rest of that wine sauce over the steaks. Okay. Heavy. Sorry for the bad angle, guys. Oh, there it goes. Alright. So, then you get, don't forget this. A little greenage. There you go. Now, let me see if I can find a fork. This is what you guys have all been waiting for. Let's get this little potato here. Dump it in the butter. Salted, already salted. It's unsalted butter, but you know what I mean. It's the potato salted. That's good. Oh, that's good. And it doesn't, it's just it's a little like a gourmet almost, for just a potato. It's simple. It's like a big potato. It's a little more pricier because you got to buy the smaller potato. You got to buy the kosher salt. Probably waste a little bit of salt in the process, but. Whew, whew. All right. Plop the slope.